You're doing great things, and people are listening in and wondering, well, where do we start? Like, what would be
Yeah.
the first thing you would tell people to do? Because everybody listening in owns a business or is in real estate or some type of a solopreneur here.
Yeah. So for me, when I first started out, man, it was me and my cell phone and a gimbal, and then just the commitment to stay consistent on it. So I think so many people they start and stop like anything in this business. You know, you start sending out postcards, you start making cold calls, and then you give up. And so for me, it's start with that commitment of like I'm gonna go at it and give it a go. You know, and then I think that's really all you need to get going.
All right, so just use your phone.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, our cell phones shooting 4K, right? So they're sick. Like they do better than think about like 5 years ago, the stuff how expensive it would have been to shoot like get a really nice camera. But right now, it's just start out with your iPhone. I guess if you have an Android, if you're one of those people, you could probably do it there too. But yeah, just and then I think for me, if you're going to do it, having a gimbal I think is important, so you're not all shaky and looking crazy. But then take that, drop it onto your laptop, use like an iMovie. It's completely free, and just chop out some of your ums and some of your mistakes, and start uploading.
All right, man. So now you've got just over 10,000 subscribers, and your channel specifically talks about Orlando, like the real estate in Orlando. So check out Ken Posick if you haven't already on YouTube, and you can see the videos that he's done. I think you have really two styles right now. One is the real estate video that you go in the home, you check it out, and one where you talk about real estate in general. Like could be an area, could be you just chilling in Starbucks like you are now talking about real estate. Which one
Yeah.
do you think has done better for you? And are you going to switch that in the next few months?
So like honestly, for me, I shoot two kinds of videos. Like one is entertainment, like get found on YouTube. But then once they find me and they subscribe, how do I keep their attention with what I want to keep their attention, which is really it's real estate, right? And so you'll see two of those kind of going back and forth on the types of videos that I shoot back and forth. So I
Yep.
just did one yesterday. It was like I posted one yesterday. It was like the top 4 things I'm excited about in terms of development in Orlando. And I talked about theme parks. I talked about real estate. I talked about new neighborhoods coming on board and like all of that kind of stuff. And, got thousands of views within a few hours. And, people are engaging. So for me, I think that's the two kind of videos, like one that like YouTube is going to pick up on the search term. And then also, how do you keep them engaged now that they're finally subscribed?
All right. Now the video that you shot was reunion resort living. Is that the one?
No, it's just like the 4 things. That's the most recent one.
Oh, let me check here. All right. Now I scrolled it here. So let me go to
Yeah,
the videos. All right.
there you go.
Coming to Orlando, this one.
Yep.
All right. So this is the one you just shot a day ago. That's a lot of views for a day.
Yeah.
Did you shoot that live or did you shoot that recorded?
Yeah, I recorded that one. So you can see though, like even the one that I did live, like 4 over there, it says like Orlando housing facial. That was just me talking in my office. Like I just went on YouTube, hit live, and started talking to people. And it's amazing how many people show up for YouTube lives. But got 2,000 views, zero editing at all. It was just me talking to the camera.
And you go for an hour. Most of your lives are about an hour long.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So why would somebody want to go live, and should they do it earlier rather than later? Because I know this is something that you started recently, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to have some sort of following. Wait till you have 400 or 500 subscribers, and then start going live consistently. I mean, you'll notice some of my older lives have like 6,000-7,000 views. And those are watched after the fact. So I don't think you have to, completely wait. But if you want to do it the way I do it, which is very like Q&A based, it's nice to have people that like, ask the Q's before you give the A's.
Yeah.
So having some sort of, and even if it's you're inviting your team and your family and some of your friends out to just ask questions, maybe that's cool. But for me, I do it very Q&A based. I do like 40 minutes of Q&A. I typically have like 100, 200 people show up, and they're just asking stuff about real estate, which is really cool. And then I'm using that content, chopping that up, and you'll notice it says like Celebration Island Village. It only has 777 views, but like taking little clips from my lives, now I created content that I don't have to go out and shoot. I've already just shot it right in front of my computer. And that'll be stuff we start implementing more on like IGTV and kind of, building out our video stuff.